it happens, I have a coffee. Of course I do. Of course I do. It is a coffee from Greg's, no less. I normally like to get Costa coffee. I like to go to the co-op near my house and get a coffee from the machine there. I don't know why. I would enjoy it less if I actually went into a proper Costa coffee and purchased it regularly. I just quite like the actual act of making the coffee with the machine. Is that strange? It maybe makes me think of like getting a coffee from a hotel machine or something. But why do I enjoy that? I don't know. I'm just a strange being, simply put. So, I thought I'd have a little ramble with you and a little bit of a catch up, because I wanted to tell you how my birthday went. And I have my telephone with me here so I can look at my photos, because I'm going to put some up on the screen as I speak. I didn't take many photos, but I took a few. That's the train going by. If you have not been here before, then hi, welcome, and stay a while. My name is Kira, and I am Irish, and I'm living in Edinburgh, and I like to do soft ASMR and some poetry and circle times, and here too. What? Here, whispers and some little soft-spoken, rambly silliness. And at the moment of recording this, I believe I have 881 subscribers, which is excellent, and I'm quite excited to get to 1,000. So please do subscribe. And a little wee comment wouldn't go amiss. And you could leave a little emoji if you don't know what else to write. And guess what emoji I'm going to suggest? You can definitely guess. Coffee. Leave a coffee emoji, please. The squeaking you hear is my wooden chair that I'm sitting on. I quite like the sound of creaking wood, so I don't edit those sounds out because I think they're sweet. Now, anyone who has watched my channel before may know that I've been playing around with microphones a little bit. I have recently purchased binaural microphones, and they were the Behringer C2 microphones, and I liked them well enough, but they're quite noisy. But what I also had and some of you heard it recently in another video, was I had an AKG C214 microphone. And you'll laugh at me because, or maybe you won't. Well, I'm laughing at myself because with the Behringer microphones, I loved the binaural aspect, but I did miss the clarity and quietness of my AKG. But my AKG was not binaural, and I just really like binaural sounds. I love them so much. And, well, what you didn't know is that I actually had another AKG microphone. So now we're talking 4 microphones that I had. 2 of them being the exact same as each other, the Behringer. But I thought, see, because the other AKG I had was my sort of beginner microphone that I had years ago. And initially I never tried it with the other AKG because, and I'm sorry if this is really boring, just don't pay attention to me, just relax if you're not really interested in microphone talk, but I think some of you are, so I'm giving you a little update. Anyway, initially I only used the sort of more expensive of my AKG microphones to do videos, because I didn't have the equipment to use 2 microphones at once. Then when I got the Behringer microphones, I also purchased said equipment to be able to use 2 microphones at once. But I didn't want to record the 2 AKGs together because I thought to myself, they'll just sound too different and it will be jarring to listen to. Well, I finally actually tried out said theory. I tested it out. And I discovered, to my surprise, that actually they're just fine together. I will still save up to get another 214 because they are the better of the microphones. But I think we have a perfectly serviceable team of AKGs here at present, and I really much prefer this sound over the Behringer. So that's exciting, it's really exciting. Oh, that coffee is hitting the spot. So, it was my birthday on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. And as I mentioned in another video, which is the video that I actually put up on my birthday, which is the sound slice video, which will be on your screen and below in the description. In that video, I was mentioning that I like spending my birthday alone. I really do. I really, 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 really do. And so that's what I did, and I loved it. I had a lovely day. So relaxing. So, what did I do? First of all, it was nice and sunny initially. And, I got up early-ish to make sure I had as much of the day as possible. And I had a bunch of plants that I wanted to put into pots. And so I made myself a wee coffee. And, oh yes, before going out into the garden, what I did, well, I sat on my doorstep with my coffee. Yes, I did. And then Mom and stepdad had been over visiting a few weeks ago, so they left some things with me that I was not to open till my birthday, and I was very good. I did not open them until my birthday, wherein I sat with my fresh coffee and opened them up, and it was really sweet. There was cute little cards from them. By the way, I have another channel, and I kind of do hauls and little collections of things, and I don't know how you would describe it. Maybe more like classic ASMR. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. Anyway, I am gonna do a birthday haul on that channel soon. Actually, my dad sent me hang on, you're not straight. My dad sent me a food parcel, which I've yet to open, so I'm gonna open that also for that other channel, so that will be down in the description. To go visit, won't you? So, well, I won't tell you what my mother got me. You'll have to just see over on the other channel. Okay, but they were just really sweet, sweet gifts, and also some money, which is very kind because that helped me have an extra nice day. So I opened my gifts, which was lovely, and then I went out and I did some gardening for about an hour, I would say. And I was really pleased with myself because I have a tendency to buy a lot of trays of flowers, and I then can dilly-dally when it comes to actually blending them. So that was nice, and it was peaceful, and it was lovely. Oh, I also had a croissant. Then I took myself to breakfast. Well, really it was brunch by the time I headed out. But the place I like to go to is called Rock Salt, and that's in Leith, an area of Edinburgh called Leith. And there was actually a football match on that day, and I don't like football, and I don't like big groups of the people, so I took myself sort of the back way. Hang on, let me just put on some hand moisturizer because I see I have some here. So I wandered the back way to Leith. If I were to walk directly, it would take about half an hour, which is a nice walk to do before a big breakfast. Don't you agree? And, but the back way ended up taking me about an hour because I just I wanted to make it longer, really. And it was lovely. I walked by a pond, and I walked by pretty houses, and I think I took a photo of said pretty house, so that should be on your screen now if I am any good at editing, which sometimes I'm not. And what else? Then well, let me see, is there any other photo that I need to explain? Let me check. I'm looking. Just a second. Oh yeah, so yes. Okay. Right. So then I got to the cafe, and it was great because I really like this cafe. They have lots of seats, So there's like, you're never kind of too crowded, but how sometimes you could be asked to sit somewhere that you're like, well, I don't want to sit there. But in fact, I was given the exact seat I wanted to have, which was it was just by the window, so I could look out and people watch, because a lot of people were sitting outside because it was warm, but I was inside because I didn't want to get cold. And it's nice to sit outside, but then you have to deal with like flyaway things and often rocky tables and such. Oh, that's good. So I read my book for a little while, and then I ordered food. I ordered a cappuccino. You'll have seen photo of this in my on my community tab, perhaps. So I ordered. I was really hungry. I was like quite floppy at that point, and so I ordered a full Scottish breakfast, which in itself is a lot of food. But this place has a ton of tray bakes, like cakes, like brownies and millionaire shortbread and rocky road and lemon something something, and just like, I think they have like 12 different types. And I was like, oh, it'd be nice to have something sweet before my breakfast comes, because sweet things are so nice when you're hungry. And initially I was going to get the peanut butter and chocolate one, and then I saw that, oh my god, they have a Biscoff brownie type affair, and I like Biscoff's bread and such, and I was like, oh, I have to have that. So they brought that to me first with the coffee, which was exactly what I wanted. But then the full breakfast came really shortly thereafter. At this point, a couple had sat down beside me, and I was like, oh, they think I'm an absolute glutton with all this food. But then I was like, meh, who cares? They ended up not staying, actually. They were just sitting down to wait for their takeaway food, which was great. And so off they went. I had the space back to myself. Ooh. And I ate everything. No, that's not true. The Biscoff brownie, I took about a third with me home. I didn't finish all of it, but I almost did. So then I had to walk, of course, because I was so full. I was almost too full to breathe. At this point, the weather had turned a little bit, and it was no longer very nice, but it was fine. And I walked by the water, and I spoke to my dad and my stepmother on the phone. And then I walked a little further, and I saw lots of birds. I like bird watching, so I saw some nice birds. I saw eider ducks, which are really pretty. And then I wandered on a little further. By this point it started to rain quite heavily, but I was right by a shopping center, and I was like, oh, that's actually perfect. I wouldn't mind just browsing things. And then I spoke to my sister on the phone before going into the shopping center, which was lovely. And we laugh so much together, so we absolutely cracked each other up laughing. And At this point, I was a bit tired from walking around. I ended up walking 20,000 steps that day. 20,000. It's quite a lot. And so then I popped into this supermarket called Aldi, which I like Aldi a lot. And I got myself more plants. I got myself a candle, and you'll get to meet the candle in the shopping haul that I'll do, the birthday haul. And my camera just seemed to glitch just there. I don't know what happened. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So you'll meet the candle in the birthday haul on my other channel, which is Also Sprach Zarathustra. And oh yeah, I also picked up a chicken tikka masala because my mother had been raving about the ready meals from Aldi. I know this doesn't tell a good story, I do realize this, but it was still a lovely day. Anyway, so I got that, and I got a bottle of wine as well. And then I walked a little bit, and the sun came out again, and it was beautiful. And I walked just down by the harbour in Leith and took more photos, because the colour in the sky was lovely. And then eventually I took the bus home, because at this point I had walked a lot, as I said, and I didn't want to get home completely worn out. So on the bus I got, and then I spoke to my mom on the phone, because she hadn't been free to speak to till later in the day, and that was so nice. And then I watched an episode of Poirot and drank my wine. It was absolutely lovely. And then I had the rest of my Biscoff. So that was my day, that was my birthday. And I have to say, it was so lovely and relaxing. You know, it made me think. I was just trying to think afterwards, like, how do I retain this same energy? Because I made my day lovely all by myself, you know, like, and not for a lot of money either. It was more of an attitude that I had, and I was thinking about it since, and I think it was two things. One thing was that I was quite strict on myself, like, in a good way, in terms of when I had sort of thoughts of like, oh, you should be doing this, or this isn't good enough, or whatever. I was just like, nope, not today. It's your birthday. You're gonna be in a good mood today. Not in a forced way. I don't mean I was forcing myself, but I was just really milking each moment and just not letting all these pestery thoughts get the better of me. And then in addition to that, I also didn't let myself get into any silly habits that I can get into, such as, wasting too much time on the computer and not going outside when I want to go outside, and sort of not really listening to, myself, I guess. Sort of just zoning out, and I was, with it being my birthday, I was like, no, not doing that today. And anytime I felt myself start to zone out or overthink or ruminate, I was like, no, can't spend our birthday that way. I made it sacred. And if I can do that on that day, certainly I can do it on any day, can't I? I think so. definitely wasn't that. If I had been in a foul mood, I would have let myself be in a foul mood. But that would have been still the same thing, because I would have been ensuring that I didn't give myself a hard time even in my foul mood, you know? Does that make sense? Does it? Does it? I don't know. Anyway, I am excited to be back recording. And especially using these lovely microphones. I'm excited to edit. Very excited. And after this, I'm gonna open up that lovely box that my dad sent me, so that's going to be very exciting. And also, oh yeah, I'm also gonna do a double circle time. What will that be, you ask? Well, let me tell you. You basically will have two Kiras at the same time. It will still be sparse and there will still be anticipation, of course, but I'm hoping it will just be quite strange and delightful. And we're gonna play with riddles. Riddles. Yes. So, watch out for that. And I was pondering, I could also use that same circle time and make it into a single Kira circle time. Like, just 'cause it might be that the doubleness of it will not be to everyone's taste. So I could also have the two Kiras speaking separately, you know. Does that make sense? You'll see what I mean soon. Well, okay. I'm gonna go now. I do so hope this has been relaxing for you. At some stage over the next few weeks, I will be setting up a Patreon where you'll be able to listen to all my recordings without ads and get some bonus ones too. So when that's up, it will be down in the description. But whether you join or not, just know that you are all of great value to me, regardless. So thank you ever so much for being here, and I'm gonna go